And speaking of platforms, a new one just came out. You're dipping into the podcast world as well.
Yeah. All Talk Media.
All Talk Media.
Yeah.
You like it so far? I know you're one episode in, but
No, yeah, it's decent. We trying to get, like I was telling y'all, more artists on there. Try to get out there more, get artists out there more, let them come and show their talents and what they got. You know. Then eventually we're gonna get some other type of influencers on there. It's really built for a lot of influencers.
Yeah.
So it's really any influencers, but we just peeking at the artists right now.
And what's nice is the hardest one's episode 1. Then it just gets easier and easier.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I still listen back to some episodes and I just say the word like and way too much. I always try to clean myself up.
You know what my thing is? I keep saying.
What's that?
I gotta edit out the video all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, really?
You know what I'm saying?
So when did you get started with music? Because you're one of Slick Watts guys. We had him in here. He was talking about all the artists to watch around the area. Originally from Columbus. How did you get hooked up into the rap game? I remember you were telling us before we filmed that when you first pitched to Slick, he kind of rejected you at first, and you had to come back with something better. How was that experience?
And shout out to everybody that was in that group. But I'm gonna tell a little story. Like, there was 4 of us. We had a little rap group, and back then when we was younger, we wanted to be the hardest rappers out. So we took him. That's my cousin, and Slick's my cousin. And I told him I wanted to rap and I needed a manager. And he like, come over to the house and show me y'all songs and stuff like that. So we took him some songs over there, but we only got to play one. Because the one song was just, and they know this, but that song was terrible and it had a lot of cussing and stuff in it. We was little kids trying to, you know what I'm saying? So he like, I can't manage this. We can't show nobody this. So then I came back, a couple years later, and I was by myself at that point. And, I had a whole different perspective on music and whole different sound. And, you know what I'm saying? I got on it, he liked it, and we took off from there,
Was it all self-produced in the beginning?
Yeah. So I really recorded myself. I edited everything. I knew a little bit about making beats, but I wasn't the best at that. But believe it or not, like I don't write music at all. Like every song you hear of mine, like I just went in there and just did it.
Yeah, that's cool. So. It's nice because like technology has really caught up to where you can experiment with different loops and stuff to find the music you want to put out without having to know what each instrument does and every program and
there's so many sounds now. Like you can only say one word on a song and it can be a hit.
Yeah. And to make a song a hit anymore, you just need 30 seconds to make a TikTok clip. That's all you need, just something a hook that's really catchy.
Yeah, but her recording is different. The way she records is way different than me. So like you can tell me how you record.
Yeah, I write my music down. It'll take me. It really just depends, but it'll probably take me about maybe an hour to like get everything down, and if it's the whole song. But if it's like a feature or something, I'll make it. You know what I mean? There, I'll be able to record it that same day still, but it's not as fast as him.
Do you need like a certain time of the day where you have to be alone with your thoughts to record, or is it just like throughout the day you kind of like think of different phrases you can add?
I definitely, if I sleep on it, I'll definitely tweak it. It just depends on how much time I have. Like if it has to be done right then and that day, then no. But like I definitely do go back and tweak it.
I know Isaiah was saying that like once he gets the kids to bed, he has to be alone. That's his time. And that's the only time he can focus. I do most of
my music in my car.
That's
him. When I record with Keys, like he'll let me get my verses down. Even if he puts a good verse on the beat, he'll move it over, and then when I get out the closet, you know what I'm saying? You down there.
You say you sleep on it and you wake up and you get it together. I was actually going to ask both of y'all that because I'm not an artist or nothing like that. But every morning just about I wake up and I got that dead space between when my alarm go off and when I actually get out of bed. And sometimes just some music will come to me, like some Jagged Edge. I'm like, oh, that's my vibe for the day. You know what I mean? I'll put the Jagged Edge radio on for the day. Do y'all ever get them in them kind of spaces when you first wake up? Like, man, let me go to the studio or let me write this down. Something came to me in my sleep. Or
Like I made that a habit a long time ago. Like, and like I said, I had my own studio, so that was my hobby. So like I played sports and stuff like that, but I always recording with like making music was my number one passion for me. So I always got it in. Like she'll tell you like every day, like I still turn a beat on freestyle. Like it's just I just do that. It's just that's my thing.
Yeah. I was thinking about it the other day though too, how it's kind of weird how like he comes up with things so much quicker than me. But I feel like every artist writes different. Right. And every artist has their different way of making music, and I don't know. I was kind of thinking about that too the other day, like how funny it is how we all make music differently.
Right. Do you guys got any like projects coming up? Like maybe on some Big Sean and Janae Aiko kind of vibe?
Yeah, we actually got a song out called "Don't Think Twice," and then we got unreleased songs, of course. But "Don't Think Twice" got a video to it. It's on YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Twice is it's 2WICE. That's how we spell Twice, because it might not pop up if you put the right way to spell Twice. So
Okay.
check that out.
And how's that of like y'all's relationship? How do you feel it grows your music? Like, do you have more emotion into it, or is it just your vibe, just artist to artist?
It's more like when you have something in common with somebody. I just feel like we relate to that. You know, that's something that that's like you said, like about like if my hobby is to wake up and do music and her hobby is to wake up and do music, it's gonna click better.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like we both definitely put our feelings into our music.
Yeah.
Like, music can just be music, but I feel like we use it to cope more than we realize. Yeah.
That my bad, but
Oh, yeah.
that's really, like she said, the cope, but that's really like why I really do music, because like I be having a lot to say, man, but at the same time I don't really talk a lot, so it's like I really do that through the
Better
music.
put it in a rap though.
Yeah, like I'll rap and talk. It's like
it's an extension of yourself.
Yeah.
It's wild, like you're saying, different styles of writing, because I will see like different clips of like the Breakfast Club and somebody like freestyling. Like if you tell me like pick up the guitar and do like freestyle in D minor, I could play for hours. But a freestyle into words is so foreign to me. It just blows my mind how it would take me hours and hours to produce those words that some people do right on the spot with a beat.
No, yeah, see, for me, it's just like I really couldn't. I even told Slick, like when he be blowing about, I don't really know how that stuff comes to my head like that. Some people got it, I guess. Some people don't, but and maybe because I put time in doing that. I don't feel like I was always top tier at it. I mean, I had to work, grind at it, continue to do it, and eventually got better. So really, the only advice I can get to that point is keep trying, I guess.
Yeah. So in Columbus, do you have spots you guys perform that's kind of like not like a residency, but like a place that like you're performing regularly, getting like reps in?
Not so much in Columbus.
Yeah.
I really like if my manager really handles because she got her side of stuff as far as like management and stuff, and I got mine.
Okay.
So it's like if I get booked and stuff like that, she still is able to come to mine. I'm still able to go to hers and be a part of that. But like if I get, it's really everywhere, not even just Columbus. You know what I'm saying? But places I did perform with, they're like Scully's or with someone from Detroit. I forget his name. Saw the Baby. I did a show with him and me and Keys, and that was in Columbus. So I mean, I've only really did a few things up there because we traveled so much. And when I started my music, I was down here. So I mean,
where's your favorite spot that you've performed at?
I like New York.
New York? Okay.
I like New York. And Houston, I like Houston too. It was all good vibes there.
Slick was telling us like when guys from our area go up to New York, you almost have like a target on your back. You come in with like a little bit of an accent. You're not from there. You're not part of the circles up there.
Yeah, we kind of see in New York, we got a guy named Sonny. Shout out Sonny. He got a clothing store. He used to run with Slick back in the day. So when we go up there, we kind of we have someone that lives there, so he shows us around.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna take us to spots that are bad. He gonna tell us at least if they're bad. So we'd be all right up there, but yeah, it definitely is like that.
Yeah.
With that being said, how much do you guys listen to other artists or draw inspiration from other artists?
I mean, I really like. What you say? How you gonna answer that?
I don't know. I listen to other artists.
Okay.
I listen to other artists, but
if you went on Spotify and said like the most similar artists right there, what would you think would pop up?
For me, probably Lil Durk.
Lil Durk, okay.
Lil Durk, but yeah, I mean, I listen to some artists. I like a lot of music though, so not all of it's even just rap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I'm into like beats, so like the beats is like I gotta hear the beats. So like I like a song even if the words ain't so good, but the beat I'll still listen to the whole song. Like,
and one of my favorite parts of rap is when they sample like a 60s or 50s funk song and you find a beat that you never even heard about, and then you like kind of revamp it.
Samples is most of my like melodic type music. It's a lot of samples at the beginning of the beats or the ends. Like I use a lot of sample beats.
Today's podcast is brought to you by Rich Investments Group. Attention investors looking for a secure way to grow your wealth. Rich Investments Group, based right here in St. Clairsville, Ohio, is offering an incredible opportunity. Their private lenders earn returns up to 3 times higher than a typical CD. And the best part, your investment is backed by the property's mortgage. That means real, tangible security. Rich Investments Group prioritize transparency, communication, and delivering industry-leading ROI. It's time to put your money to work for you. Don't miss out on this chance to grow your wealth securely with Rich Investments Group. And visit their website, richinvestmentsgroup.com, today to learn more. And if you actually go back to episode 20, you can kind of meet Jordan and Eric, the creators of the company, and see all like the services they offer and their business model and plan. They also offer free seminars if you want to get into real estate yourself. It's just an incredible company to look into. That's Rich Investments Group. What kind of like from a production aspect, are you using a lot of effects on your voice to put your like what's your go-to? Because a lot of like the recording I've always done was just like SM58 like straight in, or just like old school amps. Right. Like what do you use to produce like the sound of your voice that goes onto it?
So I got a preset. So I take my preset everywhere. If I don't let's say I can't access it, we usually sit down with the engineer and then they'll get it right. But I made my preset a long time ago. I got a free software called Audacity.
Yeah. I'm running GarageBand. It's basically the same thing for Apple.
It's crazy because I don't know how I did this, but I use this site called Pirate Bay. And I was looking at it, would basically give you like stuff that costs for free as far as like presets. And I got these presets, but it was the same presets from Pro Tools. Okay. So Pro Tools got the official sound. Yeah. Right. Audacity was kind of like, they didn't really have too many effects, but I put the same effects onto Audacity. So on my screen, the Pro Tools effects would come up on my Audacity. Yeah. So that's how I made my preset.
Just a plugin that can be used like universally.
Yeah, for sure.
That's awesome. And then you do that for your live shows. You just run that preset through.
Yeah, or we just play the song. But sometimes I did a show before without the words and stuff like that. So I don't necessarily need my preset, but I use it. You know what I'm saying? It sounds official. So
yeah. Now, is there an artist that you listened to growing up that kind of like pushed you into creating music growing up? Like maybe not one that's like really active now, but one that kind of like hooked you in.
Rihanna,
okay.
Rihanna was my girl. Well, she still is.
So Rihanna?
Yeah.
So I say, my cousin Slick. So Slick used to rap. So
oh yeah.
He had that song Mike Jones and stuff. So and he had his shoes and all that. So I was really listening to him, and he made me want to rap. Plus my whole family like was doing music. So
how's it feel having somebody with the pedigree and the accolades of Slick being one of your biggest fans and somebody who manages you, and
you can really you really learn a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like I thought this was completely different when I was just doing it by myself. But he says he learned through the when we really start doing stuff and connecting with other people. So having him really it showed me a lot to where I could really go out and do it, for someone else, show them how to, share that with them.
And I told you guys before we started filming, Slick and all his guys have that professional mindset that you must work, you must network if you're going to make it. You can't half-ass it.
Because that's to tell the viewers, that's the only really way you got to network. A lot of people are sitting at home not networking, and they're going to be there for forever. Nobody's going to know them. You got to go network. That's how you can really break the door down. You got to know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody, man. You get that through networking.
Mm-hmm. And just like what we're talking about before we filmed it again, just coming up with an idea for those music videos. Just hey, we could do this if everybody has a free day. Look what you can create just through a couple minutes of networking.
And the finished product's the best thing to see after you take something from here and then you turn into this. And you can sit there and watch everything. So it's it's a lot. You got to put a lot of work in. But once you're there, you're there.
So flipping back to your guys' new show, do you plan on releasing weekly, or is it just kind of a thing where just by availability? Are you trying to stick to a certain day, certain time of release?
Right now I'm not trying to crowd the page.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to let artists had a little time to shine and stuff like that, and everybody get seen.
Yeah.
You know, you start putting too many videos. Someone might not,
Yeah.
at least not by as many people as the others. So it's like,
Yeah.
probably like I try to do my turnaround time like a week,
Yeah.
and I'm doing 2 different segments. I'm doing the interview and then I'm doing the rapping to where they can rap.
So you're like listening. Oh, okay, you're going to listen to like a live performance there.
Yeah, that's what
nice,
we just
nice.
did. We just posted one on our page. It was Kid Crazy.
Okay.
He came through.
Now his interview's not out yet.
His interview's not out, but on the Instagram page you can see his promo clip. But we're gonna put his interview's actually dropping tonight.
Nice,
so
nice.
It's gonna drop tonight. So
Now, do you guys also do the lives where you listen to music?
that's another thing that's on our app. So we was gonna start doing that. We got that on our app though, so people can book that if they want to do that, and we'll go live with them. But we haven't did it yet.
I was going to say that's big right now. Scrolling through TikTok, you have people that say, shout out your music, we'll listen to it, we'll review it. That's huge right now.
It definitely is.
So with you guys' grind, you guys getting after it so much, and adding many different things to your plate. What does it look like when you actually sit down, have those days to where you look back and can say, man, like we came from here, now we're here? Because I know so many people, me included, get so caught up in the grind, you don't even take time to say, damn, like pat yourself on the back real quick.
Really appreciate
Real
you.
quick, and then come back to reality. Like, what do those days look like for you?
I don't know if I have those days right now. I don't know.
I got
It's still like, because we're still working, you know what I mean?
Right.
I'm just that type of person. I don't like to sit still.
Got you.
It's hard.
I keep going and going and going.
It's like
He doesn't even sleep.
it's like my mom. It's like my. I always have a come up with an idea. I can't. It's like, but like I said, I made that being in the studio a habit. So it's like I got obsessed with like just grinding and trying to find another route. But I do still sometimes look back at old videos, like when I was on tour and stuff like that, and be like, not a lot of people get through on tour.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I do sit back like, man, like I didn't even think that was possible. My first tour, it didn't seem real.
Yeah.
It's like the event that didn't hit me. It's like where I really felt like, man, I'm an artist. Like I'm really like doing this, making this like my life. Like it was my fashion walk at All Star Weekend, and like the light, I was on stage and it got dark and the lights hit me, and there's so many people there,
Yeah.
and I was just like, man.
It's hard to take all that in the moment because like it's always like the next thing's coming up. You have to be leaving now. You have to get here at a certain time.
Oh yeah.
It's
you're
very
sleep
easy
deprived.
to minimize your own achievements in
Yeah.
this fast-paced world nowadays.
So, who would be the number one guest of your show? Like, if you could just bring, like, no budget right now, who would you bring in to pick their brains?
Lotto. I would
Knew
pick
she-
Lotto.
No, but that's a good strategic move because that's who's you want to go with. Who's I guess
Yeah.
buzzing right now. So I go. You said a girl artist. I go guy artist. I probably bring Money Back Yo, maybe Raw
Okay.
Wave.
Okay.
Some people like that.
I think the big thing for reviews right now is just to bring somebody in cringy like that. Bobby, I can't pronounce it, All Soft or something. Just goes in and just has the most like awkward interviews and just has millions of views from it.
Yeah.
Crazy. So, what other artists do you work in like Columbus like with? Who's like in your circle? Do you like? I know like you have different managements. There's certain ones that are like always popping up at the same shows that you're working with.
Really,
Out that way, or you just kind of
really in my camp because we're like in my camp, which is watching music.
yeah.
We're all spread out. So like if I got that area and then Kid got his area and then Keys got his area, we all going swing
Yeah.
through each other's area. So it's like, and they through each other too. So, you know, that's really all I just stay in my camp as far as working with, but I still work with other artists.
Yeah.
From everywhere else. But I wouldn't just say Columbus, but I mean, certain people that I went to school with and they did music and I still talk to them and stuff. But
It's cool that you have your camp and you're also individual artists yourselves as well.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's networking and camaraderie, but also like free to go out.
I feel like the people in my camp, it makes sense. We all correlate. Like sometimes we do shows and they think that we're a whole group.
Yeah.
So like if we got a set time for 12 minutes, all three of us is gonna get pieces of that. We're not just doing set time like as one artist.
Yeah.
It feel like the whole damn day like you do on the stage. So it's like
Yeah.
we split it up, but then people still think we a group. cause we going each do our songs and then we gonna all do our song together.
Yeah.
So it make people think we're a group. So
On your performance days, can you walk us through like what that looks like, your preparation, minutes before you walk out, everything?
I'm gonna let you answer that one first.
I think I get calm. I get real calm. People think that I'm kind of in my head, but they don't really know that I'm just, preparing for it. Like, I'm a different person when I get out there and I get on the stage and start doing my thing. Like, I used to be a cheerleader, so I think going and doing big competitions with like a crowd like that kind of helped a lot.
Okay.
Like, it's actually easier being in front of a bigger crowd than like showcases and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I just breathe. I just try to breathe. I get nervous still, but I mean, I care. So,
Right.
Yeah.
but
At what point in your performance do you know, like, all right, I got him. I'm about to close out.
probably like as soon as I get to the chorus of my song.
I got you.
Once I get to the chorus, people are tuned in, and I'm like, because sometimes I'll do dance moves and stuff with my music, and the more that I do it too, like, there was a point in time where I was doing shows like very consecutively, and by like the last shows of that time, I was like, this is nothing, like, this is easy.
Got you.
It was really fun.
Yeah. Me really, like, man, I used to just be in my I wanted to be a artist. I always knew that. So it's like I was always in my room, in my head, and I was in there rapping and doing all that.
Yeah.
Like, I was basically preparing myself for when that day comes, because I really believed in myself like that. So it's crazy because these videos are actually posted. If you look at my first show, there's nobody there but my family.
Mm-hmm.
Then you look at my second show, which is when I took that break after that. My second show, it was so many people, so I just got thrown. I didn't know that, so when I get there, it's like, what you gonna do? So once I did my first show and it actually went good, it really like gave me the confidence to keep, like, it's nothing to me, but I still get nervous though.
Yeah.
But
It's a weird nervous. It's like you're not like a scared nervous. It's just like you just want it to go well. It's like this is what you prep for.
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
coming up.
I black out. Like,
It's
but
yeah.
in
It's
a
all
good way.
yeah.
Like, I really don't know how I did until I'm done and I see the video, and then I'm like,
same
oh,
thing
like,
for me.
good job.
It's like I know that I got them when, like, the vibes in the room, everybody's like, if they lit with me,
Yeah.
like, I try to keep them entertained through the whole thing. So me personally, like, my shows, I jump off the stage, I jump on stuff,
Nice.
I'm all over the place.
Yeah.
I always talk to other artists about that adrenaline rush. Once you're done, you're off the stage, it went well, and just like not being able to sleep after a good show, and you like if you see a video of your performance and it sounded great, you're like, oh, it just like it all hits you at once because you don't really think about anything on stage. You're kind of just like on rails until it's over. Then
Yeah, for
your
sure.
thoughts kind of come back to you.
That whole, whatever set time is, that whole time, it's just like you're locked in to something different. Like,
Yeah.
I would say, me personally, when I'm doing my shows, I see the crowd, like, I see them, they're right there, but it's like I don't see them. And it's
Yeah.
like I know my music so well. Like, I used to tell Slick all the time, like, it's like I'm not hearing, like, and especially if the event is loud, I can't hear my music, so I'm just like, sometimes I mess up my words, like, in shows, but I recover so
Yeah.
good because it's my song, obviously. So it's like I don't even hear them. So it's like I'm almost not seeing or hearing what is going. It's like it's weird. It's like
Now, do you normally like use do you use in ears or you just normally select like floor monitors on stage?
just like regular floor monitors, like
Yeah.
like wireless mics, so I can do my
Yeah.
my stuff. But I want to get some in ears, like.
In ears, like if you wanted to get in ears like 10 years ago, you'd be paying like $5,000 for a doctor to make a mold of your ear. Then they'd send it to a company. Now it's kind of like you can get them for pretty damn cheap. off like
She
Amazon.
needs to use, and she dances and stuff for her music, so
Okay, yeah.
she don't. It's harder holding. I wouldn't want to hold a mic and do all that. It's hard holding the mic and trying to jump on something. So it's like, you know, imagine dancing.
Yeah, it is.
How does it feel for you guys to give the world or wherever you go your art and come back home to the Valley and get love?
It just, I feel like it's, I don't know. It's really like, I mean, it's through everything we did. It's really like a blessing, you know what I'm saying, to me. And I don't know. I just like, I want the whole world to hear, You know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to put something out there. That's why a lot of my music is like positive, I feel like, or something that people is going through, so they can relate, trying to get relatable music. So it feel good when I come home and someone know my song, or someone ask me to drop my song, or someone saying something about me being on the road and stuff. Makes me feel like people is paying attention, and I'm not doing it for no reason.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like we were talking about earlier, like putting out positive songs, you're less at risk for them just taking it down for no reason other than like they saw a wine glass in the background of one of your videos or something like that.
Right, right. And more people, you can preach that to more audiences.
Yeah.
So more people can listen to that if it's positive and stuff like that.
Now, so like downtime, there's nothing like you really get like no like sports. There's nothing like really you get into like nerd out on or kind of.
We be in so many. So like we be in one place like to live maybe, but our living is like, what'd you say? Most of the time we go to eat like.
Yeah.
It's almost like every day.
I
It's
like
the weekend.
Pittsburgh a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of my stuff is with Pittsburgh. And those people like Josh from YNC, you know who that is. Mayor DMV's out of DC. Those are kind of the people that I work with, and they're like there DC typically.
Yeah.
But I am living in Columbus at the moment. Thinking about moving to Pittsburgh though.
Oh really?
Like really considering it. Yeah.
And I want to shout out Don B.O.B. too, cause like he gives a lot of events, and he got a lot of stuff that he be doing for the artists. So shout out Don B.O.B.
Where's he at?
He's in Morgantown.
Oh, Morgantown. Okay.
Yeah, WVU. So I be through there too a little bit, doing stuff up there. So
there's a group of DJs in the Ohio Valley that they were telling me that Morgantown's a really big hot spot for that kind of stuff, like newer genre of music.
yeah, and it's different. They got a lot of places for different styles too.
Yeah.
So this place might want rap, this place might want rock. It's you know what I'm saying.
Need to get Isaiah back into the waterfront and do some more events too.
No, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
What I've learned through a lot of my life experience is that there's people watching you that might not never tell you, that you might not ever know about, but they're drawing inspiration from what you do. Do you guys have a message for those people that'll never tell you or you never hear from? Just something to give them.
You got them?
If you got something that you love to do, keep doing it. Don't listen to the haters. Don't let people block your shine. Stick to your own path.
Right. I say it's very rare for it to happen instantly for you. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta, it's gonna take time. So you might fail a couple times. You know what I'm saying? And even if you do get some type of good out of it, don't just because you got that good, don't stop.
Yeah.
Because as quick as you got, as quick as it can go. You know, so keep going, keep grinding. Try to always, like, if you really want that, and you want that to be your life, you gotta make it your life.
Yeah.
Like, if I want to be an artist, I'm gonna live like an artist. You know what I'm saying? So, and just stay positive and don't really give up. Don't give up on yourself too soon. You know what I'm saying? So, it's really all I can.
That's really good advice for, like, right after a victory to just keep grinding, because there's a lot of artists that will, like, if there's a great performance they put out, or if it's whether a great album, they'll kind of ride that wave for a little bit too long, and then it's been like 5 years since nothing new has been like put out, and they're still reminding you, hey, I did this, or
Right. You always want to be, and another thing is you always want to be able to adjust.
yeah.
So if you can adjust, like, and really, as far as artists, if I'm talking about adjusting, if you can, like the versatility aspect of it, or try to be different, or try to come up with different things, or you want to drop a lot of content too. So you really want to, don't judge just that you can't judge. You got to really watch different videos and listen to different songs, and you know what I'm saying, especially being an artist. So you want to have different tools in your bag for when, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And networking is so big.
Networking is one of the biggest things. Like, got to network.
Yeah. To really make anything happen, like to push your, because like we were saying, like the cross promotion between artists is the biggest kind of promotion an artist can get.
Right.
Because you have your audiences sharing, it increases your reach, and
'Cause everybody got different types of fans. You know what I'm saying? So,
and like especially too, like if you're in the music industry, a lot of times you're pretty good with like one or two like different technologies, whether it's be like videography or for like audio engineering itself, and
Right.
Like especially your guys' videos look very clean, very professionally put together. You can tell like a lot of time goes into the filming and like the post filming.
Yeah. And I didn't do no type of film classes or anything in school. And Slick will tell you this. I studied like the softwares. Like I would put a like to learn how to like engineer. So I'd put a rap down maybe, and I'd go through, edit it with some presets, see how that sounds, copy it, mute that one, do it again with a different thing, and you know what I'm saying, try to do that.
Good. Well, guys, I think we hit our marks. Perfect interview. Thank you for coming in.
You know, thanks for
having
having us,
I
man.
think we got some big things coming up in the near future. We'll get a hold of Isaiah, get some planning, get a day locked in.
Yeah, man. And All Talk Media, man. Make sure y'all go on All Talk Media, man. Shout out y'all, man.
And Kid Crazy episode will be today, so it'll already be out live.
Yeah, we're gonna drop it tonight on YouTube. If you go to the All Talk Media on Instagram, we're gonna put that link in the bio. And then, like I said, we're gonna drop everything probably on there because we got a few more artists we gotta get out their hands. So, you can book, you can go there, you can follow us. We got the number on there. You can book through the app. You can email us. We don't see it right away. We'll see it eventually.
All professional.
All professional.
Thank you, guys.
No problem.